guys, this is Vicki again, and we are going to actually make a starter right now so I can show you how. It's really simple, and I have notes because I can't remember everything. So I have notes and I'm going to tell you what to do. So today you need this. You're not going to do a whole lot today. So what we're going to do is you're going to take a clean mason jar. Now I'm using a tiny one just because I'm not going to continue to feed this starter. I already have two big ones. If you looked at my last video, you saw them. So I'm just going to make one for you guys. Okay, so you're going to take your clean mason jar and put it on your digital scale. And all you're going to do, this is it, 50 grams of water. Oh, I got excited. Perfect. 50 grams of water. Then I'm going to use my little cup here, tare it to 0 and put in 50 grams of bread flour. Again, I use Bob's Red Mill Artisan bread flour. It's in a blue bag. And this is the one my girlfriend who got me interested in sourdough told me to use, and I've been using it and I love it. It makes great sourdough. Okay, so 50 grams, and we're going to measure everything in grams. So here's your water. Plop in your flour. Give it a good stir. You really don't want to use this type of mason jar because it needs a wider mouth. Otherwise, stuff gets stuck up under here, and it's just kind of a pain in the butt. Plus, it's kind of square. But for this purpose, it's just fine. Okay. So you can see I'm scraping down the edges. Okay. I want as little on the edges as possible. Now I don't have to clean the rim, obviously, because I didn't get anything on the rim. Then I have several of these. I'm gonna get the little hat, put his little hat on. I know, isn't that the cutest thing? For these smaller ones, you don't want to do much more than 50 grams because even 75 with mine, it puffs up the top and then you got to clean it. It's kind of nasty. So we're going to do this, and we're going to watch it. We're going to make this starter grow for you guys. So this is your starter. Okay, so then in 24 hours, so tomorrow night, what we're going to do is we're going to check on it, and all we're going to do is stir it. We're not going to add anything to it. We're just going to stir it and get some oxygen in there. Okay? And then you're going to put it away for another 24 hours. Then on day 3, you're going to remove half of it. I don't necessarily do it that way. I just put it all into a little container and I measure it back in. So you're going to add 50 grams of flour, 50 grams of water, and 50 grams of starter. So that's when you're going to start to see some action happening. Okay, so we're going to follow the starter. This is your guys' starter. We're going to do this together. And I have instructions that I will post so that you guys can print them out. You can have the instructions. You don't even need my videos. But we're going to grow a starter. So it takes 2 to 3 weeks to make a new starter. Okay? So we're just going to check on it. And I'm not going to show it to you all the time because sometimes it's just feeding it. But we're going to check on it from time to time. And I will give you updates. What should we call him? Jerry. We'll call him Jerry. This is Jerry. And we're going to make Jerry into a loaf of bread. So we're going to do this together. Okay? So today is day 1. We've just made a new starter. We're going to put him in the warming box. And then tomorrow at 7 p.m., all I'm going to do is stir in some oxygen. That's all I'm going to do. I'm not going to add any flour or anything to him. Okay? So then day 3, you're going to put 50 grams of starter, 50 grams of flour, and 50 grams of water. And then we're going to stir it around and again, wait for 24 hours. And then on day 4, same thing. You're going to put 50 grams of flour, 50 grams of water, and 50 grams of starter. Okay. Then on, and then you're going to do that on day, and 12 hours later, you're going to do it again. So for the next couple of days, you're going to do exactly the same thing, but 12 hours apart. Okay. Then, I'm just looking at my notes. Then after 3 days of doing that, you'll be on day 7. And day 7 is, your starter is a week old. And for the next week, you're going to feed it for every 12 hours. So it's quite a commitment for 2 weeks. It's every 12 hours. So I usually do it 10 a.m. and 10 p.m. is what, it's just that a good time for me to be able to do it. 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. is a good time. But so I'm going to write all this down for you, don't worry. But we're going to put Jerry in the warming box, and I will show you what he looks like tomorrow. Okay? Have a great evening. Say goodnight to Jerry.